morning, everyone. We all know that allergies, genetics, immune system disorders, and certain diseases can cause skin and hair problems. But how do we identify and figure out a fix? Answering all of your questions in the live session is Apollo's expert dermatologist, Dr. Professor Kaushik Lahiri, with over 25 years of experience in the field. Today, he will be explaining some common hair conditions regarding skin and hair care and also suggesting some remedies for post-COVID hair fall. So don't miss out on today's special episode of the Health Hour series. See you guys at 11 a.m. on Apollo 24/7's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Join in with your friends and family and ask your questions live. The link is given below. See you guys soon.
It's always been there, standing between you and your health. A wall. Between a pain that won't disappear and a doctor who magically appears. Between a long wait on a hospital bench and staying right where you are, at home. Between finding yourself out of medicines and finding them at your doorstep, whatever the time. Between years of health records all over the place and all your records in one organized access from anywhere place. Between your current regimen and the recommended routine. The wall. We don't need it anymore. Say hello to Apollo 24/7. This is India's largest end-to-end omni-channel healthcare ecosystem, designed to touch more lives than ever before and delivering its promise in 3 important ways. 1. Listen. Talk to us anytime from anywhere. We've got 7,000 doctors and 30,000 healthcare professionals listening. 2. Advise. We'll give you expert advice you can rely on, because it comes from India's #1 healthcare provider. 3. Assist. We bring you India's largest health network of pharmacies, clinics, hospitals and health insurance experts. 20 million people already trust us for their care, and a further 50,000 people are discovering this every day. Apollo 24/7. Expertise is for everyone.
Namaste and a warm welcome to all of you. This is Vidya Malavde and I'm super excited to be a part of our show, which has had so many viewers connect with leading Apollo experts even during the most difficult times. To bring the best doctors from Apollo every Sunday so you can discuss your health concerns and get answer your health related queries live. And if you want to avail the entire range of services by Apollo hospitals, from the comfort of your home, I strongly urge you download the Apollo 24/7 app. Here you can book virtual consultations with the best Apollo doctors, order your medicines online, and collection for this, all with bus ek tap. Let me also tell you about the wonderful Saving a Child by the Apollo Foundation that aims to provide the best pediatric care to children in need at no cost. If you wish to know more about it, please check the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. Now, coming back to the show today, we are here to discuss a very important topic, the ABCs of hair and skincare. I'm sure all of us have many questions like, why is my hair falling post COVID? A pimple that just won't go away. Could that be cancer? And what seems like a simple rash might be a sign of an underlying disease. So, to answer all of this and more, we have Dr. Professor Kaushik Lahiri, Senior Consultant Dermatologist at Apollo Multi-Specialty Hospitals, Kolkata, here with us today. So, start typing your questions and we will take them up one by one with Dr. Lahiri in the due course of the show. Also, watch for the quiz right after the live Q&A session, where you can win exciting gifts, discount vouchers, and much more. Let me introduce Dr. Larry to you. Dr. Larry's got over 25 years of experience in treating skin and hair ailments, Honorary Medical Director, Wisdom, Vice President, International Society of Dermatology, Editor Emeritus, Indian Journal of Dermatology, recipient of the AAD Member Making Difference Award 2018, and the author of several papers in national and international journals. A very, very warm welcome to you, Dr. Larry. It's a pleasure and an honor to be talking to you today on our Health Hour.
Thank you. Same here.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning to you as well. So I'm going to get into my questions right away with you. Tell us, how has COVID-19 affected the dermatology practice?
Actually, Vidya, that it affected the whole world and it affected the dermatology practice as well in various ways. Initially, the lockdown that prevented most of the citizens to reach a qualified dermatologist. Nobody really could go out. And that increased the chance of self-medication, which as dermatologists we are always very much concerned about, and the rampant steroid misuse. I have published an article in international acclaimed journal of this topic. And other than these, during the last year, if you go back in April 2020 to 2021, this year, the number of patients really nosedived. But things started better from this March, and again it nosedived in negative phase into April and May.
Correct.
But since July, now the things are better. Initially, there was a lot of apprehension to go to any procedural dermatology, which needs close interaction with the doctor and the patient and the nurse and everybody. Any procedure on the face was no initially. So now we are doing everything with proper care, proper protocol, maintaining the proper protocol, and so that's it. And
Right.
but yes, it has affected our subject as well. And what we do is strict sanitization and personal protective measures. And I can tell you, I have not used any formal dress like a doctor, the tie, blazer in more than 15 months. Only the surgical scrubs, only the mask and gloves, and that's all. The surgical cap.
Wow, that's not bad at all, right? It's almost like a mini vacation, but I'm sure we're back on track, and that's more important, isn't it? So,
Yes,
what are
yes,
the effects of
absolutely.
COVID on skin and hair? I think I personally have encountered a friend when I was shooting in Jodhpur last week, and somebody came on set and she showed me her photos of her skin before COVID, which was crystal clear, and she's only 26 years old. And then I've now seen marks and marks on her skin with pimples and all of that. So definitely COVID has a big impact on skin, right? And you can tell us more about
Yes,
it, skin and hair.
yes. Vidya, I think thank you for raising this question. This is absolutely on the dot. This is what we need to discuss. And देखो, just about 1.5 years back, or even the December 2019, not just you as doctors, we did not know the name COVID. This is a new disease. We always know about the
True.
SARS virus. Yes, We know about the MARS, SARS, everything like the coronavirus. It is there in our textbooks as students, but we never knew about this COVID, right? So this is a new disease. So we never knew how it affected other systems like cardiology, like endocrinology, and dermatology. And the skin, we if you forget, if we don't forget, the skin is actually the largest organ of our body. Where do you
Largest
stay? You may
organ.
stay in
True.
Hardwar, you may stay in Bardwan, you may stay in Haryana, but we all stay inside our skin. So that is our first and foremost address. So from the president of United States to the beggar in the street, everybody lives in their skin only. So that is unique for everybody.
Right.
So COVID actually affected this largest organ in a multifarious way. All kinds of skin rash. You're referring to your colleague, close colleague in your team.
Correct. Yes.
The articulated rash, the confluent erythema. Now, for doctors, we have a problem. We have all the Latin names, big names. So don't get frightened. We have the bigger names, but we have the very nice solution for all everything. And
हाँ,
the
जो कॉमन
maculopapular,
नेम्स है वो आप हमें बताइए.
all kinds of skin rash, yes, it increases, and urticaria, like the pitti jaisa ho jata hai, so that increased. All
Yeah.
kinds of like sometimes it feels like the person has got like measles. It is not exactly measles. Sometimes the person comes with a chilblain, like the everything is itching on the fingers in the month of May and June. It is not the time for chilblains or the frostbite kind of thing. It is happening. But Vidya, I can tell you one thing that is really surprised us is the post-COVID hair loss.
Yeah.
We are witnessing
Oh.
in practice that you just told you more than 25 years. I have not seen this kind
Yeah.
of hair loss in my life. Like we always knew that after childbirth, a lady can have hair loss. After typhoid, you can have hair
Correct.
loss. Like
Yeah.
after
Right.
any cancer chemotherapy, you can have hair loss. But this COVID hair loss,
Mm.
it surpassed everything. So half of other patient attending our clinic
It's
are. Uh,
heartbreaking.
it is heartbreaking, but I can tell you something. There's a good news. Everybody who suffered from
हाँ
hair
जी.
loss in the first wave, they got their hair back. So, who are having
Oh.
their hair loss now, do not
Relief.
worry at all. It may be very heartbreaking, it may be very dramatic, but you will get your hair
Right.
back.
That is so nice to know. मुझे एक क्वेश्चन आपको पूछना है डॉक्टर. तो I
हाँ
have
बोलो.
of course crazy hair loss क्योंकि because I style my hair almost every day. या तो I'm straightening it or blow drying it or tonguing it because different characters we require to do different hair things. But is it possible for hair to grow back? Like literally from the roots, can they grow back? And every portion of your head? क्योंकि मैंने सुना है कि यहाँ in the center here, where your crown area is, वहाँ it doesn't come back. So is that true? But
It
what
is
hair can grow
possible.
back at any time, at any age?
Yeah, it is a very good question. I must congratulate you again. Like it differs in which phase of your life you are. If you are a teenager, I can tell you with confidence, yes, you will get your hair back. But if you are in your 60s or 70s and you had COVID and you are experiencing hair loss, not all the hair will come back surely. And if you have some other problems, like if you are diabetic, if you're hypertensive, if you're obese, if you have other problems that as dermatologist I am not attending, and so that may
Hmm.
pose some problem. But maintaining a good lifestyle and with all the positive things in mind, everything, if you have a good like a vitamin D level, if you have a thyroid level that is perfect, and if you have the ferritin and the hemoglobin level perfect, there is no reason that you should not get your hair back, provided that your age is perfect and you are otherwise healthy.
So basically, you would say 20s, 30s stuck, 40s stuck, maybe you'll get your hair back or pretty much
Yes,
all of it.
yes.
But say post 40s, 50s, 60s, इतना नहीं, थोड़ा कम हो
There
सकता
is
है.
Yeah,
पर थोड़ा
yeah.
बहुत तो जरूर आएगा.
Yeah, I won't make anyone unhappy. Even 60s or 70s, they will get their hair back. Only thing, this is just remember, this is temporary. Whatever you had during COVID phase is that the one of the worst phase of your life, and now be positive. And if you are positive, that shows on your skin. That glows. Your skin glows.
True.
If you are positive from inside, healthy from inside, that shows on your skin.
Very true. I think it's also something, these affirmations that people talk about, positive affirmations. I keep saying that every time I go, when I have to give a shot, or every time I have to, act or shoot or anything, I always keep saying, I'm going to look like a dream and I'm going to act like magic. So it's just that, I don't know, these are just a few affirmations. So maybe
Absolutely.
you can start saying that about your hair and skin as well, and that might help in just building that positivity up. Okay, so my next question to you, doctor, is so now is it okay to take vaccine if you have skin allergy?
Beta, every day we are bombarded with telephone calls. Doctor, I have allergy to brinjal. I have allergy to chicken. I have allergy to egg. So
Right.
my dad, he is always allergic to this and that and all. Can you take vaccine? Yes, yes, yes. So in Bengali, I always tell,
Yes.
it doesn't matter whether you have allergy or Banerjee or Chatterjee or Mukherjee, you must take the vaccine because it is much, much bigger than any allergy. This COVID, if you
Absolutely.
had
Yeah.
in your childhood, now if I'm a little serious, toxic epidermal necrolysis or Steven Johnson syndrome from any medicine intake, like suppose penicillin or sulfur drugs or any painkillers in your childhood, if it a specific history, then in the vaccine center you tell your doctor, medical officer, doctor, I had this with penicillin specifically. But if you go through the all the history, or if you just depend on the medical science, or the vaccine manufacturers, they have clearly told that the history of food or drug allergy is not a contraindication for receiving the vaccine at all. So you can go ahead and take the
Right.
vaccine straight away. But if you are allergic to
Yeah.
any constituent or the ingredients of the vaccine, there are several like histidine hydrochloride, or magnesium chloride, or polysorbate, ethanol. That is there in the vaccine. These are the ingredients. If you know that I'm allergic to histidine, it is very, very rare to know that you are allergic to histidine. You
Hmm.
should not take the vaccine. Otherwise, technically telling, you must take the vaccine. There is no need to avoid the
Right.
vaccine because 93 crore Indians have already taken the vaccine, and we are doing fine. We are one of the largest, actually, the largest population in the world who are vaccinated.
That is so phenomenal to know, isn't it? Yes, so vaccination first and everything else follows. So now the next question
Absolutely.
is it okay to do lasers and other cosmetic procedures during this pandemic time?
Yes, that's a very tricky question. During the first phase, even our associations, our societies, we are not sure because what we are dealing with. Initially, everything was stopped, especially the any procedure on the face were not done. But then we also realized, we also researched, and globally, different associations, the American organizations, the European, our Indian bodies, we have several, one of the largest societies in the world. So, based on the science available, maintaining all the protocol, all the procedures can be done safely. Yes, on the face as well. Now, I'll tell you something very funny. Initially, those who are engaged only with cosmetic dermatology, there are huge number of dermatologists who never see any disease at all, only Botox and fillers and all these things on the face. So they were a little shocked that
Right.
now, अभी तो आ गया कोविड पैंडेमिक, ऑल आर मास्क, तो हमारा क्या होगा? So now all are masked, so you don't need any aesthetic procedure at all. So just the reverse, because now we all of have, we are always there on virtual media. We are always there. We are attending class. We are doing a meeting. We are doing everything on the computer. And when the computer is screen is switched
Right.
on, that means you are within 3 inch of your friend. So you are even closer than before. So now you need your aesthetic procedure even better, more. If you have a small blemish here, if you have a small pimple here, it needs to be corrected now even more than 2 years back. So now the
Wow.
patient's flow has increased a lot. So COVID, it is a funny thing. It is just like sea waves. What we know today is we are unlearning tomorrow.
Right.
So that is something I wanted to share with you.
That's quite commendable, actually. Like the sea waves, yeah, we're unlearning. It's quite amazing. So here's another question that's come to us. To say I used a fairness cream for some spots on my face, and now can't that. Why? And also, the skin is getting red and flaky. This would be
देखो,
interesting.
this is a very funny thing. This is not always funny. It is actually India centric, and anything and everything is available in the नुक्कड़ की शॉप. आप कोई भी जगह चला जाओ, कोई भी केमिस्ट शॉप पे जाओ, सर जी अब ये दे दो, अंकल जी ये दे दो, मिल जाएगा. एंड यू डोंट इवन नो व्हाट इज देयर इन द ट्यूब. इवन अंकल जी को भी पता नहीं है, जो दुकानदार है उसको भी पता नहीं है उसके अंदर स्टेरॉयड है कि नहीं है, स्टेरॉयड क्या होता है वो भी पता नहीं है. तो स्टेरॉयड इज लाइक योर atomic energy. So if you use it properly,
Mm,
you can
mm,
give electric connection to the whole of Africa in a very cheap rate. But
correct.
if you use it improperly, you can create a Hiroshima or Nagasaki. So I always use this adage, and whenever I'm there in front of my students or in the media. So this is what steroid is. We cannot tell steroid is bad. Steroids is needed. It is absolutely needed. But who is using? How to use? What is the dose? So whatever you are applying on your skin to get fair, actually that steroid is making the skin thin. ये चमड़ी जो है द स्किन का, that is getting thinner and thinner. You are not getting fairer. The
Oh,
skin is getting thinner. So that makes the skin prone to sunlight. You can't go out. जब भी आप धूप पे
oh my God.
जा रहे हो, it becomes red. So that is the side effect of steroid, and now your skin is a slave of that steroid. Up started योर टेनेंट, योर फ्रेंड, योर आंट ने बोल दिया भाई ये लगा लो ठीक हो जाएगा. अब तो बहुत काले लग रहे हो, आप ये लगा लो ठीक हो जाएगा 7 दिन में. Now all the YouTubes everywhere, all the very big YouTubers are there. They are not doctors, so we are not
Mm,
sure about their training, and we don't even know who they are. So they are telling that you
correct.
ये लगा लो सब ठीक हो जाएगा. This is really dangerous. This is a 22,000 crore rupee business, and this is absolutely
Wow.
unethical, uncalled for. It is India centric. It is a shame that we should avoid. And nowhere in the globe,
Right,
nowhere in the developed world, you will get any medicinal cream without a doctor's prescription, because it may harm your
right.
skin. अगर ये 15 दिन का है and you are applying this for 1.5 year, बोलो क्या होगा. And this is
It's an
something
addiction of sorts.
yes, yes, absolutely, addiction. And steroid addiction is a big thing, and that as dermatologists in India especially, we are extremely concerned about.
Wow, I know. I would be too, really concerned about this. And I also think that, first of all, it comes from a very deep set mental blockage to not be okay with the kind of skin or hair that one is born with, to sort of go out and bring in. And of course, the media and all these advertisements don't help at all, because fair skin is promoted so much in the country. But I do think
I'm
that to
happy that
be,
you raised this. I'm extremely happy. Thank you, Vidya, for raising this. Just think of Nelson Mandela. Think of Barack Hussein
yes,
Obama. Think of Pele. So they are wonderful individuals, and they are the thought leaders. They
yes,
in like a progress the human civilization further. All of them were of skin of color, of our skin even darker. So
right.
there's nothing
Even
wrong
darker,
with
yeah.
your skin color. Everything is there here. So if your skin, it is all
Yeah.
depends on the race, on the genetic, So you can't pretend what you are not. And if you try to do that, you are inviting trouble. There is no fairness cream.
Yeah.
Half of the fairness cream is based on the advertisement, which is actually creating a hole in your pocket, and the other half, which as doctors, what I was
Right.
telling, is actually steroid mixed creams, which is creating problem, because we don't want you to come with something after application. The disease you can't prevent, but you are inviting disease, you are inviting problem after applying some chemical on your skin. Do not do that. And
Right.
whatever you
Right.
are suffering from, show that to a doctor.
Yes, I think hopefully people will take this message from you, doctor, because this is an extremely important message for us. Moving on, I want to know how teledermatology has helped our patients during these times.
Hugely, Vidya. I can share that. देखो, teledermatology क्या होता है? That was not legal in India before 23rd of March last year, 2020. On the day when the first lockdown started,
Right.
government legalized telemedicine in India. So before that, we could not officially treat our patients online. Now we have wonderful platforms. This Apollo 24/7 is an example of that. You can virtually talk to your patient on
Right.
video, like I'm talking to you. You can send your photo on
Right.
screen. You can, if I'm not happy, I can tell you, Vidya, I'm not happy with that. You just send a better picture of that area. And you are constantly writing, Doctor, I
Yeah.
have this problem. And you can consult for your mom or dad who is senior, not staying with you, on a different area, sending you photo, you are consulting me. And that is a really wonderful thing. For dermatology, it is a visual science. So whatever is needed, we can see and we can diagnose. We don't need a statho, we don't need to check your pulse most of the times. So we can see and diagnose. So
Correct.
this teledermatology, telemedicine helps. And I'll tell you something that what surprised me, I was pleasantly surprised that it is not the urban India at all. It is not from Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, or Kolkata. It is from the village. Look at बहुत एकदम corner वाला India. We don't know even the name of the
हाँ
places.
जी.
The patients are reaching us directly from those places which we never knew existed. So this is the
Wow.
strength of telemedicine. Otherwise, they could never reach the Apollo doctor sitting in Hyderabad or Delhi or Kolkata. You get my point. Now, in a remote
Absolutely.
village in Uttarakhand, he is consulting a doctor in Chennai, or somebody from the
Yes.
remotest corner of Gujarat is talking to me. So this is
Right.
technology binding us, and these are there in front of you. So why self-medicate? There is no reason to invite trouble. Talk to your doctor.
Right.
If you can't reach, teledermatology, telemedicine platforms are there to help you.
Absolutely. Now I have a ton of questions coming in, so मैं dive कर रही हूँ straight away questions में. So we
Absolutely.
have the first question from um, Pon Kalaivani. I have whiteheads problem. I scrub the whiteheads, it becomes blackhead now. क्या किया जाए?
Whiteheads and whiteheads and blackheads. Thank you, Pankalaivani, for your question. Actually, the whiteheads and blackheads, as doctors, we call it comedons, like open comedons and
हाँ.
closed comedons. And open comedons, they accumulate the pigment, they become black, and the closed comedons, they remain like that. They are part of the normal acne process. What you should do, you should consult a dermatologist, and the best is you use a oil free moisturizer, oil free face wash. That is what is needed for you. Do not scrub, you are inviting trouble. And because the skin has
Oh.
the enough uh, system to protect itself, enough system, all everything is inherent in our body to take care of the all the problems. And if you try to scrub it, if you try to do something, that is, you are insulting the skin. Please don't do that.
Hmm. Right. Okay. So the next question is from Mr. Anil Kaul. How to tackle hair fall and dandruff?
Sometimes these two are connected, sometimes these two are not connected. Hair fall, I discussed just now, there are several types of hair fall. It may be in a male, it may be in a female. In case of female hair fall, it is almost always related to some internal cause. It may be due to some hormonal disbalance. It may be due to the the iron or vitamin D or anything is on the lower side. So I need to check. There's a battery of tests to do. Why exactly the hair fall is happening, or in case of male, the androgenic alopecia or the male type baldness. So we need to know why this is happening, and as Vidya and I was discussing, in which phase of your life it is happening. Are you a 16-year-old boy or a 62-year-old retired professor? So there is a difference between these two. And and last of all is there any stress? That is very important. Like if there is any stress, suppose there is any operation, any blood loss, any accident, even any mental trauma, somebody is lost, a very close family member is no more. So that can also have a severe effect on your mind and on your skin, and that can cause hair fall. If you had any child bath, that can cause hair fall. So there are several causes of hair fall, and COVID is now coming out as one of the top, what should I say, the top reason,
Culprit.
cause, or culprit. Yes, thank you for giving me the word. The hair fall. Yes. And dandruff, in most of the
Right.
cases, it is not related to hair fall, because dandruff is a very superficial thing. That is, it is actually, we call it seborrheic dermatitis. It is a fungal infection of the skin, and where and if you apply more and more hair oil, that actually creates a lot of problem, and that increases the problem, and it needs to be properly
Oh.
professionally handled by a dermatologist with some medicines.
I think हमारे यहाँ पे जो प्रथा चली आ रही है, even I follow it. Once a week, आप hair oil लगा के चम्पी करो. Whether there is dandruff or no dandruff, I think we've always just done that. So this is the first time that I've actually gotten to know that okay, if you do have dandruff, you do it. Thankfully, I don't have, but one shouldn't be doing oiling of the hair, is it? Okay, it's
एक्चुअली
something
देखो
that I learn as
देखो
well, which is lovely.
पूरा पूरा दुनिया में this massaging hair oil, this business is not there. So
Agree.
other than India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, this is a cultural thing. So if you go anywhere in
Correct.
Canada, in US, in New Zealand, if you go to a shop and ask for hair oil, they will be a little surprised. And hair oil, if you get it, that means the Indians are there, the Pakistani or Bangladeshi, they stay nearby, so they are the purchaser. Otherwise, this hair oil, because
Right.
Mother Nature produces the hair oil from the oil glands below the hair. So
Correct.
we have
Right. Yeah,
100,000
yeah.
hair on our head. That is the total
Hmm.
number of persons sitting in Eden Gardens in an IPL match. So 100 hair glands, hair oil glands producing hair oil, and still you are applying oil on it. So you can understand how you are insulting Mother Nature.
Hmm.
Right. And this hair oil, I'll tell you something. Only, this is a wonderful your conditioner. Other than this, for hair growth, दूसरा कुछ सफेद हो जाना, काला हो जाना, कोई रिलेशन नहीं है हेयर ऑयल लगाने से.
तो आप कह रहे हो अगर मैं हेयर ऑयल ना भी लगाऊं तो भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला? ओह रियली?
एब्सोल्युटली नो.
क्योंकि मैं तो
एब्सोल्युटली
आई
नो.
फील बैड कि अगर मैं वंस अ वीक हेयर ऑयल ना लगाऊं और चम्पी ना कराऊं तो मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता है कि ओह माय गॉड आई एम मिसिंग दिस वन थिंग दैट माय हेयर माइट नीड. ओके सो आई शुड नॉट
What I
फील बैड.
what I tell my patient, you can do that, but don't tell me. You should not tell the doctor that you have done
Right.
that.
Okay, so I'm going to take the next question. It's from Mansa Veena. Hair fall is too much increased after delivery. Please help me out. So इस hair fall का solution हम बताते हैं doctor, because I think you've spoken about heart delivery and COVID and everything. So what can we do to reduce this hair fall जो मुझे भी बहुत हो रहा है?
Yeah, Madam Mansa Veena, thank you for your question. Actually, hair fall is increased after delivery. सबको पता है. And you ask your mom, you ask your grandmom, you ask your anybody, any senior lady in the family. They are very calm and composed. They know even much more than me myself. Because this hair fall after delivery, it is a cultural thing. Everybody knows. And after 4 to 8 months of delivery, everything comes back. So don't worry about it. So it will be absolutely all right. And be sure that you are not suffering from any other disease like uh, I was telling that आपका थायराइड ठीक है, आपका ब्लड शुगर ठीक है, आपका हीमोग्लोबिन ठीक है. अगर ये सब ठीक है तो आपका हेयर भी ठीक हो जाएगा. After a few months, everything will be okay. This is a temporary phase. I think we have some other questions as well, Vidya.
Yes, yes. So the
Okay.
next one that's coming out is from Miss Anita, and she says, "Hi, I'm Anita, and I have heavy pigmentation. Please tell me a remedy." तो pigmentation का हम क्या करें?
Yeah, Anita, actually, thank you again for this question. This pigmentation, is it on your face? You have not specified. अगर चेहरे पे है तो इसका एक ट्रीटमेंट है. बॉडी पे, पूरा बॉडी पे पिगमेंटेशन आने लगा, दैट हैज सम अदर रीजन. इज इट आफ्टर एनी टेकिंग एनी मेडिसिन? कोई दवा के बाद ये पिगमेंटेशन स्टार्ट हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? और आपका फैमिली में ऐसा कोई हिस्ट्री है कि नहीं? सबसे अच्छा होगा आप कोई डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट से मिल लीजिए. यू जस्ट consult a
Yes.
dermatologist nearby, because there are several cause of pigmentation. It can be from the medicine, it can be from any other internal cause, or it can just be from any disease, the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. कोई disease होने के बाद pigmentation आ जाता है. So a
Correct.
dermatologist is the best person to help you in this regard. ये just ऐसा chat box में question answer से नहीं होगा. You consult a dermatologist.
Perfect. Okay. So that hopefully answers your question, Anita ma'am. And now we're moving on to my next question. This one's from the Shashi Sharma. Having alopecia areata on the head, how does one get rid of it?
Yeah. Alopecia areata is a very disfiguring condition, and in most of the cases, क्या होता है? There are a few bald patches on the head, and not only head on it in the male. It can be on the beard area, on the mustache area, even on the eyebrows, everywhere. So it is not only
Right,
disfiguring; it is very disturbing as well. एलोपेशिया एरिएटा क्या होता है?
right,
दैट हेयर फॉलिकल के अगेंस्ट द एंटीबॉडी बॉडी स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. दैट इज अगेन an autoimmune disease, and you consult a doctor. In case of young babies or young kids, alopecia areata is not a good thing to encounter, क्योंकि alopecia areata in the if you like the child grows, there is always a chance of becoming bald, hairless all over the body. There is always a chance. But in case of adult, if it starts in the adulthood, alopecia areata, it is self-limiting, or with some medicine, with some local injections, with some medications application, and oral medicine, we can comprehensively treat this alopecia areata. Thank you for your question.
take care of it. Lovely. Okay, the next question we've got is from Chip on Technology. So, on my nose, dark spot has appeared due to wearing of spectacles. Can you please give solution to remove this dark spot?
Yeah, sure. And number one, you just change your eye, like whatever spectacles you are using, and
Perfect.
try to avoid the friction point. There are many wonderful
Hmm.
spectacles that you can select from, and tell your optometrist that I need some spectacles, some frame that avoids the friction on that specific area. So she can help, number one. And then come to the dermatologist, that doctor, I have changed the spectacles. So this was the area where the friction was there. So now I have changed the spectacles, there's no friction. So that is the first step of winning this match. First, you need to avoid the friction,
Right.
touch, contact on that area. If it is now most of the frames are metal frames. If it is a metal frame, be sure that the dye, the painting used in that metal frame to look glossy is not harming your skin. So you better first talk to the optometrist, talk to your spectacle shop owner and avoid that contact, and then come to the doctor, and definitely doctor can help
Yes.
there.
Absolutely. I hope you got your answer there. Moving on, we've got the next question from Ms. Shweta Karedi. My mom is facing severe hair loss 3 months after recovering from COVID.
Lekha,
It is so
Lekha,
severe to the extent that there are bald spots on the side of the head. How do we control this excessive hair loss? अभी I think solution की जरूरत है. How does one control ये जो hair loss इतना हो रहा है? आपने अभी भी कहा था कि COVID में तो होता ही है. But also, if it's her mom, she probably is definitely in her 40s or 50s or something like, or even older. तो उसमें क्या किया जाए?
Sweta Karedi, thank you for your question. Actually, we discussed this. We discussed it at length, and all I can tell you, your mom
Yes.
will get your hair, her hair back. क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर में जो भी हेयर फॉल वी हैव सीन, maybe it was for 9 months the wave was there. This time it was within 9 weeks the spike came, and again everything was fine. And now everything is very dramatic.
Hmm.
All the patients are coming with hair fall. The history is, डॉक्टर साहब मेरा कोविड पॉजिटिव हुआ मई जून में, एंड इवन आई डोंट नो मेरा कोविड पॉजिटिव हुआ बिकॉज आई हैव नेवर टेस्टेड. बाय हेयर फॉल स्टार्ट हो गया जून जुलाई से. After 2 months of COVID, hair fall
Yeah.
starts usually 1 to 3 months on an average. After 2 months of COVID, hair fall starts. And the good news is, after 3 to 4
Right.
months, the hair comes back. So this is a cycle, that telogen effluvium, we call it telogen effluvium. You just, what you do the basic tests, the ferritin, the blood test you should do, the thyroid, the blood sugar, all the blood counts, total iron binding capacity, and the vitamin D particularly. You should do it, and then show it to your doctor if there is any deficiency. If there is no deficiency, forget it. Everything will be all right. If there is some deficiency, attend to that deficiency by talking to your doctor and apply some medicines as advised by a dermatologist. It will be absolutely okay.
Absolutely. So here's another question. Okay, I think somebody's asking me a question saying, please share my, hi Vidya, please share my skincare regime. Does yoga help there too?
Dekha.
Okay, so everybody knows that I practice yoga, and I'm sure doctor will also tell you that I think yoga practice, whether it's asana practice, whether it's breathing or pranayam, which is even better than the asana practice, and the meditation practice, which is even better than the pranayam practice, helps you, definitely helps you, because I think Dr. आप भी कह रहे थे कि stress is a very important factor with skin and hair
Absolutely.
fall as well, right?
Absolutely.
So doing these yogic practices will definitely help you to take care of your skin and hair. And I think today being the World Mental Health Day, I just would like to say, and Doctor, I'm sure you would say that too, that the way my skin reacts or the way my hair falls, after doing extensive shoots and using so much hair treatment, it is very disturbing, or I feel a little depressed as well, because this is for me, of course, this is my face, this is my bread and butter as well in a lot of ways. So yeah, how you feel also um, makes a big difference to and I know doctor has something really incredible to tell you on this one, and I'm going to give the
Yeah.
space to him to talk now.
Actually, thank you very much for raising this issue. I forgot that today is the World Mental Health Day, and the skin and psychology, psychiatry, they are closely related. You know how? When we all were in the mother's womb, in the intrauterine phase, from the same cells, as doctors we call pluripotent cell, the cell that becomes a brain cell or the nerve cell, and the cell that becomes the skin cell are the same. So from the same cell, our nerve cell, the brain cells, and our skin cells starts growing. So there, the skin and psych, mind and skin are related. So I always tell,
Related.
mind your
Wow.
skin. So this is important. And if you are calm and composed from inside, if you are happy from inside, If you are healthy from inside,
Mm.
your skin will also be happy and healthy and glowing. So there is no rocket science in that, because this is there genetically. We are designed that way. So I'm happy that today
Right.
is Skin Health Day, and we have Psychodermatology Society as well. We have many diseases which has its connotation implication on psych. Suppose somebody has a white patch here,
Right.
he or she is depressed for life.
Of course.
And on the other hand, if a young girl, beautiful looking young girl or boy, have acne or pimples on the face, extremely
Yes.
stressed, and somebody who is stressed, her skin or the hair is also getting damaged. So it is
Yes.
like a both way it is connected. Thank you again for raising this issue.
So I have to say this for sure is that I know when I was growing up, all throughout my teens and even 20s and even 30s actually, and even now sometimes I would definitely say that um, hormonal acne was something that was completely and always a part of my life. And every time I used to be close to my periods or even during my periods, I would get these really ugly, unsightly, one or two really large pimples with, the white pus that is there inside. And I promise you, it used to make me hyper because I would be going to college and school, and I was college, and otherwise even after when I started acting and stuff, it was just how do you cover that, and how much makeup will you put on it? And people have told me, "Acha Colgate lagao, acha whatever, haldi lagao, ye lagao," and I have tried so many things. It's not even funny. But yeah, I think it's a part and parcel. What do you have to say about hormonal acne? I mean, how that is
Yeah.
very prevalent, and
um,
I've seen that too in my case, and even otherwise.
I'm really amazed with this question. With every question of yours, I'm really getting amazed, because hormonal acne is something that in last 20 years it has a completely it is a huge like a monster these days. Now in last 20 years we forgot to go outside. Now everybody is a couch potato. And you remember during our
Yeah.
college days, our school days, if one or two are overweight, we used to tease them. Now 80% in any class are overweight or obese. Only
Oh my
hardly 10 or
God.
20% of a normal size. Now these overweight girls, especially, they have PCOD. Unfortunately, they are blissfully ignorant
Yeah.
about it. So they are having all sorts of problem. Really, I should thank you for raising this issue. Like it is not the about 20, 30 years back who, in their teenage, like before the period, ek do
I
yahan
didn't
se
know
pimple
what
aa gaya.
PCOD was. Yeah.
You didn't know it, and you just consult the doctor.
When
Doctor
I
साहब
when
भी
I was
बोल दिया.
growing up, I had no idea.
You had no idea, and your parents never bothered to go to a doctor for the pimples. But
True.
now what I'm telling,
Yes.
and that Colgate or whatever was enough for you. But now what I'm telling is something completely different. The young 16-year-old girl whose body weight is 96 kilo, and his father and mother are normal skin, and she is dark skinned with a frontal alopecia. The hair is all going back with a dark patch here, that is acanthosis nigricans, and humongous, excessive number of pimples all over the face and back. And she is consuming pizza and chocolate and ice cream and everything. So this is the and then seriously needs your help,
Wow.
yoga. And they are actually like a real big headache, because they are having ovarian cyst. They are yes, with or without the period problem, all the blood, the hormonal parameters we need to check. And this is how we need to help, because help of a gynecologist, help of an endocrinologist, with a dermatologist, we all join hand to help these
Yeah.
patients. Thank you again for raising this.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for answering that so amazingly. Moving on, the next question is from Mr. Anshuman Datta. Dr. Lahiri, what should we use for dry skin other than coconut oil? Coconut oil लगा
I'll tell you,
सकते हैं first of
coconut
all
oil is a
start
wonderful
with?
thing, Mr. Datta. It is a
Sure.
wonderful thing. Do not apply mustard oil. What I tell my patients always, that just do not apply your diesel or petrol on your body. But you can definitely go ahead. डॉक्टर साहब आप तेल लगा सकते हैं, आना, yes, if it is kerosene, petrol or diesel, do not apply. But definitely you can apply coconut oil. That is a wonderful thing, not on your health
Definitely.
here, on your body. Or you can apply olive oil, but coconut oil is perfect. That is one of the best moisturizer we have.
True. Now, here I want to add something, Doctor. I remember my 14-month-old niece had come from the US many years ago, and when she came to India, she got something called the rotavirus, which is
Yes,
like a diarrhea sort of a thing.
yes,
And with the US, my sister came with all those creams and everything that she used to put on her and everything. But because the diarrhea was so severe, eventually the doctor here in Bombay told us that, forget about all those creams, just put coconut oil on her because the diaper rash was so severe. And trust me, within a day and a half of applying coconut oil
yes,
all the time,
yes,
the rash vanished. So for me also, I have
yes.
a dog at home, and sometimes he gets scratched or anything. Coconut oil is a constant in my house for
Absolutely,
everything.
can't agree more.
Yes. So moving on to the next question here, we have the next question from Sneha Kumar. I am Sneha, 39 years old. I have darkening of skin near the face. Please help on how I can cure it.
I think I have attended this kind of question once. Near the face is a vague term, but if it is there under the eye, that is a separate thing. And if you have
Eyes.
melasma on both the cheeks, that is a separate thing. So,
Hmm.
or if you have on your forehead, we need to see what exactly you are suffering from. You can contact a dermatologist nearby, but definitely they can help, or you can take the help of a dermatologist through this Apollo 24/7.
Absolutely. Moving on, we have a question from Mr. Manu Reddy. I have red moles, small skin tags on stomach and many other places. Since it's not itching and no pain, can I ignore it? Please suggest.
Mr. Manu Reddy, if you don't tell anyone, even I have red moles all over my body. So
Okay.
I'm sharing a secret with you. You should not tell anybody. So this is absolutely normal. These are called cherry angioma. And in the good old days, like the grandfathers
Mhm.
or the grandmas, they used to tell, if you have red moles on your body, that means you are lucky. So I don't know how lucky I
Lucky.
am, but I have many red moles on my body. So I'm not bothered about it. I ignored it, and I'll tell you personally to ignore it as well.
Fantastic. There you have your answer, Mr. Reddy. Moving along, we have another question from Ms. Disha Lakshmi B. Hello, sir. I'm 45 years old and my face skin is getting wrinkled. Can you suggest some home remedies? I would also like to know some of these, doctor. After me, please, home remedies, but बताइए जो lines or fine wrinkles or fine lines को थोड़ा कम कर सके.
Dekho, for home remedies, I think I need to consult my wife. She is much better trained in this thing. As dermatologist, all I can tell, 45 is absolutely not a time to worry about. Once you are having a healthy lifestyle, once your family history is perfect, if you have a history that your father wrinkled very early in the 30s, your mother started looking like an old lady in her early 40s, then yes, you should be little worried. Otherwise, it all depends on the genetic pattern, the family lineage, and the sun exposure. If you are exposing yourself to too much of sun, that can invite problem, the early aging and all these things. And in a male or even female, smoking, that causes wrinklings very fast. The smoker space, what we call like a smoker space, is distinctly different from a non-smoker space in case of a wrinkling and the forehead lines and all that thing. Wrinkle can now be treated in medically, like what we tell to use a good sunscreen, use a good moisturizer, good retinol mix medicines at night. And if we're not happy, definitely botox can be done, and our younger colleagues can help you in this regard. And a 45-year-old, you should not worry at all. We have wonderful systems to help you here.
Yes. Absolutely. So basically, using sunscreen is really important then, and I think taking care of your diet and your exercise regime also will help make your skin healthy and glow. And I think that, again, coming back to not stressing about it would be really, really important as well. And eventually, wrinkles and fine lines will happen. So I think accepting it with grace would also work really well at some level, is what I also think. Though
Correct.
I'll probably take an appointment with you, of course, doctor, and you can also guide me to
Most welcome.
beautiful
Most
skin
welcome.
at some point. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Right, so we have another question coming in. Um, my brother's beard seems uneven. Is there any genetic factor, and how can that be taken care of medically?
Yes, sometimes it is there in the family, and not everybody in the same family will have similar kind of beard growth. But we need to check if there is any problem with any the hair growth pattern, and any disease your brother is suffering from relating to the hair. And if it is not, then there should not be any problem. We need to apply some medicines. But again, what I'm suggesting that. In some families, the male they have a very thin beard and a very like some here here some here, and in some families they started having beard from very early teen. So it all depends on the family lineage and all that. But we need to check why it is happening.
The next question is from Mr. Anil Kumar Sharma. After skin burn, does hair come again on head of children?
It's a very important question. Uh, Unfortunately, not always. Skin burn causes scars, and once it scars, and it actually destroys the hair follicles. The hair follicles are there in the dermis. So, if the skin burns and it affects the dermis, if it is a mid-level scar, then unfortunately that hair may not come on that area. It is better to consult a plastic surgeon that if when the child grows up, if we can help with a hair transplantation on that particular patch.
Right. Okay. Here's another question from Mr. Sanjay Barua. How to regrow hair in center of the head? By way of
Uh,
food, maybe?
it is not that easy. Actually, center of the head means this occipital area. So this occipital area, this is almost always related to the androgenic alopecia or the male kind of hair loss. Uh, yes, sometimes it
Correct.
happens in ladies as well, but mainly it is the male pattern hair baldness, and it is not that easy. That I'll tell you something, some good food to take, some samosa, jalebi, that, and you'll start growing hair. It never happens that way. You need to consult the doctor, and I can tell you something that. All these new peptides, all these new medicines with minoxidil, fortified with other things. Now we have some Capaxil and other things, many other things like finasteride and all this topically. It is a better area to grow some hair here than here. Actually, the frontal alopecia is difficult to control with medicine, but if it is here, we can help with medicines. Now the PRP is being done, platelet-rich plasma therapy that can also help. It has some benefits on many
Correct.
patients.
Right, doctor. I think now it's time for you to give us your top tips. That's something that we've been waiting for, and I'm going to just hand the stage over to you. Please go on and give us your top tips.
Let's not forget, skin is the largest organ of the body, and it is better if we leave it as undisturbed as possible. For skin, hair, or consult a qualified dermatologist. But please do not self medicate yourself based on what your friends, aunt, tenant might have advised for your skin. Do not invite trouble by applying anything and everything which may be detrimental for your skin. Simple sunscreens, cleansers, and moisturizers are mostly more than enough in most of the cases. For all kinds of advanced laser and cosmetic procedures, do visit a dermatologist. And during the COVID era, follow all the COVID appropriate behavior. And still, if you can't the dermatologist clinic or the hospital, take the help of technology and consult the doctor online.
Thank you so very much, Doctor, for this really fun, exciting chat that we've had on skin and hair. Thank you for all the insights. It was incredible pleasure and an honor to have you with us today. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Same here. Thank you. Thank you, Vidya.
Thank you. And now, guys, it is quiz time. So, hope you guys are ready. Let me give you a tip. Some questions will be easier to answer if you have the Apollo 24/7 app on your phone. It's just very simple. Answer the questions over the chat. Winner's name will be announced at the end of the show. Winners to mail their contact details at marketing@apollo247.com, and gift vouchers will be shared with you. So, the three questions that I'm going to ask you, here they are. Question number one. How many skin cells does an average person have? Once again, how many skin cells does an average person have? Question two. Which is the second fastest growing tissue in the body after bone marrow? Once again, which is the second fastest growing tissue in the body after bone marrow? And question number three is, which option feature on the Apollo 24/7 app allows you to get medicines and other essential items delivered at your doorstep? Once again, which option or feature on the Apollo 24/7 app allow you to get medicines and other essential items delivered at your doorstep? So quickly go ahead and answer these questions. Before we move on to announcing the winners, though, I just want to make sure that all of you have gotten your COVID vaccines by now. If you haven't, please book your vaccination slot on the Apollo 24/7 app by scanning the QR code on the screen or walk into your nearest Apollo vaccination center to get your jab. What's more, by getting your second dose at Apollo, you can win exciting rewards like 150 rupees off on your first virtual doctor consultation, 10% on pharmacy orders, free Ghana membership, free Lenskart Gold membership, exclusive discounts, and much more. Make sure you encourage everyone around you to get vaccinated too. In case you have any questions about vaccination or any other health concern, you can use the special coupon code HH247 to get rupees 199 off on your online consultation and 15% off on the medicine orders placed on the Apollo 24/7 app. And now we are moving on to the winners. Our technical team is just about figuring out who the winners of today's contest are. So, have you got them yet? Let's find out. Just give us another minute or so, and I think we'll be good to go with the winners. And we've got them here. So let's go. Congratulations already. The winners are Saptarishi Roy. Congratulations to you. Winner number 2 is Sean David. And winner number 3. Can we have the winner number 3, team? Congratulations, Saptarishi Roy and Sean David. Okay, we've got 2 winners who've given us the right answers today. So, Saptarishi Roy and Sean David, thank you so much. Congratulations to you guys. And thank you every viewer for joining us and participating. And I hope you found information shared useful and would follow the amazing tips that Doctor shared with us today. We want to say goodbye here, but we will be back with another important topic and an Apollo expert next Sunday at 11 a.m. So stay tuned and keep wearing that mask to stay safe. God bless. Goodbye. Thank you.